In today's video, I want to show you guys exactly how to file your beneficial ownership returns with CIPC. Good day, my name is Heinrich Rubier. I'm the owner of SA Accounting Network and I've been in the accounting industry since 2008, so I've been around the block a couple of times when it comes to tax related stuff and businesses, registrations and stuff. And something new that popped up now recently, you'll see there's always on the horizon where they're talking about beneficial ownership submissions. The first returns is due by the 1st of October 2023, and then after that they say every year when you file your annual returns with CIPC, then you have to submit your beneficial ownership submissions together with that as well. And then they also say if there's any changes in directorship or ownership of a business, within 10 days you need to submit these beneficial ownership submissions as well. So I think the reason, let's maybe just backtrack a little bit and just understand why all of a sudden they're asking for these new returns. How companies act in South Africa changed in 2010, and before that we used to register CCs for small businesses, and the owner and the manager of the business was always the same person. But now, since the new Companies Act came into act, the closed corporations fell away, so all companies or all businesses at the moment are registered as Pty Limiteds, and the problem that they've got is that the ownership and the management of the business is not necessarily the same person. So when you register your company at CIPC, then what happens is they declare who the director is of the companies, but they've got no idea who the shareholders are of the company. And as you guys know, quite recently South Africa got grey listed, and I think in a plea or an attempt from them to get the grey listing removed, they came with a lot of suggestions, and one of the things is they're talking about AML legislation or any anti-money laundering legislation. So if you read up, you'll see in Europe it's been around for quite a long time. And they're actually quite strict about these things. If you don't submit your AML returns or your beneficial ownership returns in Europe, they actually fine you up to 5,000 euros if you don't submit those returns. So it's something new in South Africa, and I think it's just a matter of time before they're going to start penalizing the people in South Africa as well. So at the moment, there's a little bit of information out there. Like I said, the first deadline is the end of October. So I just decided that I'm going to put something out there. There's a couple of tutorials at the moment of how to do it, but nobody actually shows the people what the registers and stuff actually looks like, and that is what I want to give to you guys today as well, as the templates of all the documents that you need to submit those beneficial ownership returns. You know, if you look in the accounting industry out there, there's a lot of guys that's doing it at the moment, but they're charging the guys like exuberant fees, like 3,000 Rand to submit their beneficial ownership returns, where I'm doing these things for free. So I'm not charging any money for it. So you can go onto my website. I'm going to share the link just now. It's in the description of the video as well, where you can go download the templates. And the ones that I've done is specifically for owner managed companies, so where you've got one shareholder or maybe one member of a CC. So these forms are perfect for that. If you now Excel works, and you'll obviously be able to adapt it to make it for more than one person, but the focus of this video is for owner managed companies. So if you're the sole owner, director and shareholder of the company, then this will work for you. Then, like I say, you can use these Excel documents and just expand it to how you want it for your business. And I think maybe, like I said, I'm not getting paid for this, so maybe if you're watching this video and you find value out of this, I'm testing out the new feature of YouTube that they allowed me to start using the other day, where they talk about supers. So if you found any value of this, maybe hit that little super button on the YouTube video as well, and then just maybe make a donation towards the work that I'm doing, because obviously my time is my money as well, and like I said, I'm not getting paid for this, but one of the things that I believe in is to add value to my viewers as well. So let me jump down to my computer, then I can show you guys exactly what the process looks like. And I think the first thing I want to explain the documents to you that you would need. So let me quickly show it to you. So in the description of this video, you'll find that there's a link to my website over there, and you'll see it's just SA Accounting Network /BO. So then you'll get to these submission screens, and you'll see that I've done two templates. The one is for closed corporations, because remember, in a closed corporation, even though the member is the owner of the business as well, they require closed corporations to do it as well. And then BO forms for Pty Limited. So if you go and download this little form over here, you'll see it will download an Excel document. Let me just move myself out the way, and then if you open up this template, then I want to show you guys quickly what exactly the documents are that you need to submit, because you obviously have to have the documents ready when you start with the process itself. So We've created this little Excel spreadsheet, and you're going to start with the first tab, where it's going to be the data that you're going to need to do this, the beneficial interest registers, or just the documents that you would need. So you're going to complete this Excel. You're going to put your name in there, your surname, your ID number, your address, posted address. So this is all your personal stuff of the person who's the shareholder and the director. And then here, you're going to put the information of the entity itself. So your company name is going to be there, your company registration number, the address, obviously the entity type at the moment is a company. So if you download the other template, you'll see that that one is going to show close corporation. Members or beneficial interest would be 100% if you're the sole owner. Then you can see over here it shows the share register details, so the share certificate number, number of shares issued, class of shares, the issue date. So this is important. You must look on your registration documents of when the company was registered, and if you're the sole owner of the business, then it will be the same date when the company was registered. Now, cancellation date is not really relevant, and obviously the amount paid, you have to put an amount there. So if you complete this section of here, you'll see the rest of the stuff pulls through automatically. So you'll see a disclosure form that looks like this. So you can see shareholder name, which is obviously going to be your name and your surname, your ID number. We made a little arrow over there to say that your company name is your PTY, and then obviously the registration number. So if you are maybe more than one shareholder of a company, you're going to have to fiddle with this form to maybe make that 50%, put the second person's details at the bottom, and just have it pointing back up to the company itself. Like I said, they want to try and figure out who the ultimate owner of the company is, and that is the reason why they're asking for this. So this form doesn't need to be signed. You can just print this as a PDF and then just save this on your computer. The other two, or the other three forms, you'll see a beneficial interest register. So once again, all this data pulls through from the data page that you put in. So it's going to be your company's name, the registration number, the address, and you can see it's going to be your name, your surname, ID number, beneficial interest. So if you're more than one guy, you can have to put the second person's details in there, what the interest is in the company, and obviously your contact details over there. And you'll see this document, you have to print it out, and it's got to be signed. So you see it says company secretary, because you are the sole owner of the company, you would sign as the company secretary as well. The share register, exactly the same thing as your company name, the registration number, the address, all your details over there. So you're going to print this document, and once again you must sign it by the company secretary. And you'll see that with the CIPC process, as I'm going to show you just now, you need to have a signed mandate. So this is going to be the same thing as obviously today's date, the date that I'm recording. It shows, going to show your company name, telephone number, street name, all that type of stuff. You're going to print this, sign it, and then these three documents, the beneficial interest register, your share register, and your mandate, you would have to scan that into your computer before you can start with the process. So these documents are really crucial. You must have these 4 documents ready, obviously together with a copy of your ID. So let me just show you. So I've got a folder over here. So just one of my companies that I'm going to be doing the beneficial ownership return now. So you can see there's my beneficial interest register that's signed, my certified ID, my disclosure document, my mandate that's signed, and my share register that is signed, because those are the documents you need. So that I think is pretty straightforward. Yes, so this is the documents that you would need. I think maybe this is as a disclaimer. Unfortunately, CIPC doesn't give us templates of what these documents are supposed to look like, but we just took what we assumed that they would need, and we changed that into a format that is usable or that's easily understandable. So the chances are that they might change this. Hopefully they won't. If they do change the documents, I will put obviously new documents onto my website that should cover all the requirements of what they need in it, but I don't think there can be anything else that they would require. So let me quickly run through the steps. So if you want to file the actual return itself with CIPC, you would have to go to the CIPC webpage. You go search for CIPC over there, and then if you go to the homepage, you'll see that they've got a couple of different portals that you can use, but the one that you must use for the CIPC one is this one that says e-services. Where is e-services gone to now? It's not that one. Let's quickly see. I think if I just go back to the previous one, I think it's just this one that says e-services. I think that is the one we need. Yeah, so what will happen, you can see that you've got a customer login, and obviously I've registered with them before. So if you aren't registered as a customer with CIPC, you would first have to go through this customer registration page. If you forgot your username and password, you might need to reach out to them just to reset or to try and find the username and password. So this is really important, because if you lose this, then there's always a mission to get that back from them. So let me quickly walk you through the process. So we're going to say IWK9KD. And then after this, you say accept the terms and conditions, and then you say login. So once you log into the CIPC portal over here, you're going to have a couple of screens that's going to welcome you. Obviously, it's got a list of all your companies that's on your name. We can hit the transact button at the top over there, and then you can see over here at the bottom is the beneficial ownership submission form. So you're going to click on that little button over there, then it's going to take you to the screen where you can start with the declaration. So let's quickly see. So the declaration, we need to say that I agree, and then we're going to say continue. And then from here, we're going to say that we're going to search by, let's quickly see. I think at the bottom here, there's a thing that says new. So you're going to have to say that you want to do a new registration or new beneficial ownership submission. And then over here, if you've got companies registered on your name, you're going to select one of those, or otherwise, you're going to go to your company search and you're going to put in the registration number of the company that you want to do the beneficial ownership return for. So I just want to quickly see if I search for one of the ones that's on my name, and whether it will pop up. Yes, so here's the details of the company. It's a digital marketing, obviously the private company in business, and then I'm going to say, so you see here's already the first page of here. So now, before you can even start with the process, you need to update your mandate. So I'm going to say choose file, and then from here, I'm going to go to obviously my company. I'm going to search for the company that I want to do it for. I'm going to go to my beneficial ownership, and then over there is my mandate that I've signed. So I'm going to take that document, upload it, and then I'm going to say continue, because you can't get past that first screen without doing that. So obviously it gives you the company name. Now they say declared total ownership. So we're going to say select company type. This is the one, if I remember correctly. And then we're going to say continue. Let's see if it's going to take it. So now we start with the ownership details. So I'm going to say that I'm going to add a new owner to this business over here. And then I'm going to put in my details. So here, you have to be careful, because if you put something in the wrong format, then it causes a problem. Then you can't get past this next screen. So you've got to be really, really careful of your formats that you use over here. So my date of birth, I'm just going to put this in over here. So the date when I was born, and then obviously I South African citizen, issue date. So I'm first maybe going to put in my issue date. So this issue date over here is the date when your ID book was issued. So here you must be really careful as well, because if you put in the wrong date, then it's going to reject it as well. So you have to make sure that you use the right date. So I just need to remember now when my ID book was issued. So I've got that date in over there, and then I'm going to put in my ID number and make sure that that's right. And then normally by default, if you have those two things right, you can see there's the little wheel thing that's turning over there, then it would actually retrieve the data from the Department of Labor. So if your issue date is wrong, or if your ID number is wrong, if you can't get these little blockies to go grey, then you've got a problem. Then you might need to save it, and you might need to come back at a later time to redo this step again. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck over there, you see. So now you're going to put in your email address, and your mobile number. You can put in a telephone number over there. So you put that over there. Now you can say demographic. So you say what your demographics are. Select your gender. I'm a male. Disability. I'm not disabled. Country, South Africa. So that's fine. And then date of interest type. Click on calendar icon. Select. So my interest type is shareholding. And the date would be the date when I became a member of the CC. So let me just quickly, of this company, let me just check it again. It was the 9th of January 2019. So let me quickly do this. So we want to go to 2019. 2019, January the 9th. So this is when this was registered. Ownership percentage, I'm the only owner of this business over here, so it's 100%. address. I'm going to use this address, just copy it over to the other side as well. And then once that is done, I'm going to hit save. Okay, let's try now. Then we hit save. There we go. So now you can see that I've got this one. So you'll see if your ID is not verified, then this little blocky over there is not going to be green, it's going to be red. Then you need to go back, go check those ID document date, make sure you've got your ID document number right, otherwise you're going to get stuck, then you can't get past the screen. After this, you're going to say continue. And then once that is done, now I can see that they're asking for the documents, you see. So now we need to say upload documents. You'll see that as soon as you miss a document, it's going to block you that you can't get further than that. So you're going to say select beneficial interest register. I'm going to go to that folder that I created just now, and then I'm going to say beneficial interest register signed, and then I'm going to upload that document over there, and then I say save. And then the next document that they're asking for is, I'm going to say upload documents once again. Now we need to say the next document is certified ID. I'm going to choose file. I'm going to look for my ID document. Where's my ID? Certified ID, and then I'm going to say open, and then I'm going to say save. So you have to go through this whole list of documents over here. Then upload documents again. We're going to go back to document type, and we're going to say disclosure form. And then we say choose file. Disclosure form is this one over here. And then we're going to say open. And then we're going to say save. Once we've got the disclosure form, then we need to go to upload documents once again. We're going to say the next document would be my original mandate. And then I'm going to say choose file. I'm going to go to my mandate that I signed, so which is that one over there. I'm going to say open, and then I'm going to say save. Once that is done, one last document that we need to upload. Going to go upload documents. Then over here we're going to go securities register, and then we say choose file, and this is where I'm going to upload my share register, which is signed. Remember, those are the ones from Excel that you scanned in. And then you're going to say save. And once you've got all those documents in, then you're going to say continue. So if something is missing, it's going to block you now. So now you can see we've got the information, we've got all the documents that we uploaded. We can hit the submit button. Then after this, it becomes the next tricky part over here. Oh, there's the button. So I need to press there. Then over here, I've got to put in my ID number again. The SMS OTP, so they send you two one-time pins. The one is the SMS one. So that SMS one, you'll see here they're case sensitive. So you have to put in a capital there, otherwise it doesn't take it. 73713, and then I'm going to have to jump down to my emails quickly just to go find that the email one. So just hold it 1 second, let me find that email quickly. Official ownership, and I'm going to paste the email one over there, paste it over there, and then I'll say verify. So now they said the application confirmation is received and will be processed accordingly. No further action is required. Please check the email correspondence. Please click finish to be redirected to the page where you can download the certificate. Yeah, so that is the whole process. So you can see that this is quite a mouthful. There's quite a few documents that you have to have in place. Like I said, it's on my website. Go download the documents for free over there. Make sure you sign all the documents. Make sure your ID is certified. The certification can't be older than 3 months. And then remember, every year when you do your annual returns, you have to submit this. This return is really, really important as well. And every time if you change a director or change shareholding in a company, you have to file these ones. Obviously, I didn't touch on non-for-profit companies or big listed companies and stuff. There's lots of material out there. The purpose of this video is just to help small businesses out there. If you did find benefit in watching this video of how to do your beneficial interest submission, beneficial ownership submissions, remember to go check out the little button on the video where they talk about supers and see if you can't make a donation over there to help me to keep on doing these amazing videos for you guys without you costing anything for you guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.